Hey everyone, my name's Nia and welcome to Tea with Me. So today's video is just going to be a bit shorter than usual because I'm simply going to be talking about storing your teas, loose leaf specifically, and how you can keep them healthy for as long as possible. So when storing your loose leaf teas, there are three main things that you have to remember that affect them, and that would be light, humidity, and air. So you want to keep your loose leaf tea away from those two factors as much as possible. And I found the best way to do this is to use an opaque, airtight tin. So, because this is just an example of an airtight tin. And this is so great because no light is going to get through there. It's airtight, so minimal air will be around the tea. And also, because it's airtight, it's not going to get any sort of water inside of it, and it's not going to be humid at all. So if you keep your teas in a tin like this, they'll actually last for around 2 years before they get spoiled. So you literally just take the leaves, put them in this, and then close the lid. So another alternative to that would be to use an aluminum laced bag like this. This is alright as well. The only problem is that more air is going to get into it just because it's not as airtight. And it has to be resealable, obviously. But the loose leaf tea just goes in there. No light's going to get at it. A little bit more air and humidity will get at it as compared to the tin. But that's just the nature of the design. It's still fine to use. Just if you can, the tin is better. So when you have your teas in this, the most important thing to do is when you're closing it, you want to push down all the air, just get it all out, and then seal the bag when no air is in it. And that will just ensure that, obviously, the least amount of air will get in it, and the least amount of damage will be done to the tea. So, just backtracking here for a second. When storing, or I guess it's not really backtracking, because it applies to both. When storing your tea, the only thing that you shouldn't really store your teas in is something see-through, obviously, but the main container that would damage it would be a plastic container. That's because light is gonna get through it because it's see-through, obviously, but also because the odor of the plastics sometimes seeps in on the tea, and that can actually ruin it. So using a tin like this, no damage at all will be done to the tea. So just try to stay away from plastic and stay more to like aluminum lace bags or tins. So lastly, I just want to include this cool DIY that I found, and it really helps me keep my teas organized. So that is this little bag thing. It does look like a regular David's tea bag, but the only difference is that you essentially cut out a section so that you can see the teas through the top. I can make a DIY of this later once I get a new David's tea bag. I've actually done them with all of my bags so far. But I find this especially useful for organizing the teas that I have in aluminum lace bags. Because tins, I mean, you can just put them in a straight line and they look fine, but bags kind of get all over the place. So I like to include them in some sort of container like this just to keep them all organized and straight. And I also color code them just to make it easier and easier to access, and also because it looks better. So starting with black teas, and then the colors eventually get lighter, like, I guess you can't see that at all, but blue, red, and then eventually up to yellow. And I actually don't have a white tea in an aluminum lace bag, so the lightest that it goes to is yellow. And just in case this is your first video watching, the different colors that David's tea have representing certain categories of tea just have to do with the type of leaf that they use in the tea. So like this black color, that's for a black tea because they use black tea leaves. But one less obvious would be like this yellow color. That's for herbal teas. They just categorize it as yellow because herbal isn't a color, obviously. So I guess that's it. I'll make a video later doing the DIY. If you have any topics or questions that you want me to discuss in another video, please comment below. Otherwise, I'll just keep doing other tea basics and a couple of reviews here and there. So if there's one thing that you got out of this video, I hope that you remember that when storing your teas, you need to keep them away from light, humidity, and air. And that's it. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.